Welcome to Module 2, Assessing Your Current Physical Condition. Depending on your current level of distress from your endometriosis symptoms, you may be rolling your eyes at the mere idea of this video. Physical activity? Yeah, sure. How am I supposed to be exercising when I can't even get out of bed, or even roll over in bed without causing significant pain? Well, that's good to know. Open up that workbook of yours and make a note of it. My current physical condition is terrible. They are going to have to scrape what's left of me off the couch, roll me into the car, and out onto the operating table. If that's you, your assignment for the time remaining before your surgery is to do isolated movements. Roll your wrists, roll your ankles, bend and unbend your knees and your elbows. Reacclimate your body to movement and help it remember circulation. If you can walk back and forth from your bed to the bathroom an extra time when you get up, do that. The point here is to start moving, keep moving, and then add more moving if you can. This becomes very important right after surgery, as walking around in the hours, days, and weeks after a procedure helps improve outcomes and prevent dangerous occurrences like blood clots. If you are rolling your eyes at me for reasons on the opposite end of the spectrum, hello, fitness buff. I see you. Some people find exercise to be the only thing that gives them any pain relief and thus are very fit. Good for you. My recommendation for you is going to be more mental than physical. You are going to need to start getting comfortable with slowing down. In fact, it may be advisable to start winding down your current activity level now so that you don't shock your system by going from running 5Ks multiple times a week to being stuck on the couch for a solid 4 to 6 weeks of recovery. Keep moving, but lower the intensity. Take running to walking. Lower the load on your weightlifting sessions. This may seem counterintuitive, but in addition to not shocking your body, you also don't want to shock your mind either. A lot of people who exercise regularly do so for the mental health benefits, and you want to ease into that also. Endorphin withdrawal may sound made up to some, but anyone who has had a sudden reason to stop exercising knows that the drop-off is real. Your body is going to go through a major stress when you have surgery. You want to be as solidly in rest and repair mode as you can without added burden. Take a moment to think about the following questions and jot down some notes in your workbook. Do you currently participate in any structured physical activity? This could be working out, but also playing pickleball, taking after dinner walks, etc. If yes, what kind, how often, and for how long? If no, what obstacles stand in the way? Is it because of your endometriosis pain, a different chronic pain, maybe an injury or other medical condition? Is it that you just don't have time or you're so overwhelmed? Next, ask, can anything be done in the next 30 days to remove the obstacle? Can a schedule be rearranged? Can you ask for help? What kind of movement do you enjoy? It doesn't have to be traditional exercise. Maybe you like playing with your dog in the backyard. Has your doctor made a recommendation for movement prior to your surgery? And has your doctor told you specifically to limit or avoid movement prior to your surgery? What is one way you can move your body enjoyably this week? Next, let's take a moment and refer back to the surgery instructions from your doctor. Make a note in the post-op section of your workbook page of what your limitations will be. Then decide how you'll gently and gradually work movement into your day in your immediate post-op recovery time. I'd like to introduce you to the concept of ideal, doable, and bare minimum. They are exactly what they say they are, and it can be helpful to categorize your plan for movement accordingly. An example would be the following if your chosen post-op movement is walking. Ideally, you would go outside and walk to the end of the block and back after each of your main meals. Doable would be instead to walk around the living room for as long as you can after each of your main meals. And the bare minimum would be to stand up and shake your legs out for 30 seconds each after each of your main meals. By pairing it with something like every time I have a main meal, you're more likely to remember to do it. The point is to do something consistently and to pay attention to what is attainable at any given time during recovery. There will be times when you don't want to get up at all, and you will have to push yourself to do the bare minimum. But there will also be times when you feel perfectly fine, maybe even a little bored, and you want to do more. Having an adjustment scale in place for your chosen activity beforehand helps you feel like you know what to do and aren't floundering when vague instructions are given to you post-op. If you'd like more personalized guidance on endometriosis-friendly exercise, I'm going to plug my one-to-one coaching sessions again. I am an American Council on Exercise certified group fitness instructor with a specialty certificate in corrective exercise, which means I can help you figure out what kind of movement feels best for your body and how to adjust it to suit your needs. Contact me directly for a discount code for a session, and let's see what we can figure out together. In the meantime, I'll see you in the next video.